Okay, guys, I want a fair fight. Watch your head. Break it, stop boxing and step back. Touch gloves and good luck.
He looks all business, Micallef, doesn't he? He looks all business. Boxed at the Senior World Championships in Russia in 2019 as well, so has had that experience at that very highest level, lost in his first fight. Does have a win against Delante Johnson from late October 2020. The Fresh Prince of Monaco. Monte Carlo born and raised, in case you were wondering, not West Marseille or anywhere like that. That's one for the older viewers. So straight onto the front foot here, Loli, just trying to make an impact on Micallef early if he can. Boxes out of that southpaw stance. Micallef has got that rangy look to him, quite wide shoulders. And again, he just dips that head there, Loli, and moves onto the inside. Micallef won his first fight by stoppage as a pro. Roland Garros on a Tony Yoka undercard. Mathieu Baudelic was on that card too, so some serious talent on show there. Yoka, of course, derailed by Martin Piccoli a few weeks ago. It'll be very interesting to see how he comes back from that. Jab to the body there from Micallef, but Loli just gets on top of him there and looks to let that left hand go. He's got a good reach, Micallef, long arms. Interesting to see how that right looks after the break he suffered in his previous fight. It was to the fifth metacarpal, which is known as the boxer's break. Hands, quite simply, are not really designed to take the pressure, withstand the impact of relentless punching. You won't find, or you'll barely find, a single professional fighter who's been operating for any length of time who hasn't broken a hand. Loli's an awkward customer here. Just trying to rough Micallef up on the inside there slightly. Good long right hand there from Micallef. Just closing down the distance there, Loli, getting onto the inside. That's where he's got to be. Micallef is looking to try and catch him on the way and just throws that right hand up from the waist and then goes to the body with it that time. Loli looking for a left hand over the top. Uppercut got through there, I think, from the Italian. He's 100% come here to spring the upset. Just hasn't really found his range, Micallef, in this round. He's got that greater reach that comes with the height. He needs to try and establish that distance, try and use that jab. As I said, he's got long arms on him, that big wingspan. He doesn't really use the jab all that much. He leads off with the right hand more than he does with the left, often. He's holding that left hand out as a rangefinder more than anything else. Interesting opening round that. Loli was aggressive, he was proactive. There wasn't an enormous amount clean landed by him, but there was plenty of work rate.
Vamos a ponerle solución a ese tema de que te vengas así tanto hacia adelante arrollándote, ¿vale? Como él mete la cabeza y no le están diciendo nada por la cabeza, tú lo que vas a hacer es ponerle la mano izquierda estirada, totalmente.
He's the only professional fighter operating out of Monaco, Hugo Micallef, which doesn't come as a massive surprise.
Lo vas a frenar así, ¿ok? Recuerda, la derecha recta funciona porque es que él viene mucho. Coge buena distancia con tu mano bien puesta en su cara, que te está metiendo la cabeza hasta adentro, ponle la mano en la cara y desde ahí le trabajas la derecha recta o el upper. Pero no te pongas con la guardia corta.
Fell short of qualifying for the Olympics, but the Tokyo Olympics were very difficult to qualify for. It's always hard, but due to COVID, there were just so few opportunities. Usually you might get 2, possibly 3 for Rio. There were 4 or 5 different routes in, but there was just that one chance. In some continents there weren't any chances. In the Americas there was no competition at all, and it all went on rankings, which proved to be an unexpected bonus for a couple of his top-ranked stablemates, actually, like Sean Davis and Duke Reagan. Hung up the vest, but their ranking was still high enough to see them make it through to the Olympics, which was not something they ever thought would happen for them. Left hand into the body there from Loli, and again Micallef just feeling with that lead hand, jabs there. A little feint with the front foot, looks for the right hand, then just takes a little step off to the right and change the angle. That was good from Micallef. Loli's trying to move that head on the way in. Micallef with a nice bit of foot movement. Goes down to the body with the right hand. Straight right, then switched into an uppercut. He started the second round pretty well here, Micallef. Loli just tries to quicken up those feet. Looks to throw in a wide left hand. It didn't really land. Nice combination on the inside there from Micallef. That was good stuff. And it looks like he's just got the red measure of Loli in this second round. He's found that distance. To say that just falls in a touch there. As Loli has kind of walked into the corner. He's taken some clean shots in this second round, the Italian. He was in camp with Kell Brook earlier in the year. Micallef, who just ships a left hand there out in the Canary Islands as Brook prepared for what was ultimately a win against Amir Khan. He's since hung the gloves up, of course. They both have. He's got to be careful there, Micallef, because I didn't see the referee give much instruction and he was letting Loli out. And you can see some strange things happen at times. If the referee doesn't say stop boxing, and you assume that he will, it can lead to problems. Lead right hand again there from Micallef. He's had a good round here. Got to grips with Loli better in the second.
Come stai? Bene. Mauri, non ti ci devi buttare dentro, ma lo devi pressare. Capito? Non ti buttare troppo a capofitto. Devi accorciare la distanza. Poi quando stai vicino devi a domani. Adesso hanno dovuto appoggiare il sinistro. Levaglielo, bim bam, e metti il sinistro tuo.
Again, just reaching with that left hand. He's just using it to judge the distance more than anything else. That's a good view of the reach that he's got on him. Got to make sure you use it to its full advantage. It's not always the case that tall fighters look to get on the jab and keep it on the outside. Quite often they prefer it at that mid-range. They can dig their toes in and really get leverage on their punches. But if you can get to a point where you can do both, then you're really in business. So into the third, they're scheduled for 6. Micallef in the black, blue and I'll say maroon shorts there. Loli in the blue and gold. A little feint there from Micallef, just trying to open Loli up, who pulls him back towards the corner. And Micallef just sliding across the ropes, looks for an uppercut. Touch of blood comes from the edge of the nose there of Micallef. No real problem though. Just found room for a right hand to the body there, Loli. That's where he wants it. He wants it untidy. And the referee's going to have a word with Loli about that, I think. And he's taking a point which I think is a bit premature, if I'm honest. The referee, I didn't really see him warn Loli up until that point. He doesn't have to. He can do what he likes, essentially, the referee. It's all down to their discretion. And maybe he was pinning the arm a little bit there. He's an untidy kind of fighter, that's definitely true. But I think the referee could have given him a bit more of a chance than that, and that's a good combination there from Micallef, but the referee hadn't said anything. He hadn't said stop boxing. They felt that Micallef was pushing off with the heel of his glove there, using the forearm, which maybe he was, from the view I got of it. Just managed to push that chin back and up in the air a little bit, but the referee didn't say anything, and he let his hands go, which is exactly what you should do. And there were some solid punches too. Again, just using that left hand to gauge the distance and throw that right into the body there from Micallef. There's that long right hand, that kind of telescopic right hand just comes out. It doesn't really look like it's going to make it. There wasn't loads left on it by the time it did land. But that's a product of that reach. Right into the body there from Micallef, and then just pull back and through the right cross up top. Good solid sound as he lands that left hand into the rib cage as well. So there goes the bell at the end of the third, and he's not all that solid actually, Loli, as he goes back to his stool there above me. Takes a seat. Micallef just upping the ante a bit in the second and the third, clicking through the gears to an extent. I wonder whether he can just keep on raising it through these remaining rounds.
Pero le hace falta un poquito más de manos al cuerpo. El problema es que si le mete las manos al cuerpo y te me queda atento que se agarre, no es lo mismo. Necesito que le pongas una mano y te vayas.
This is where they're having a bit of a wrestle, and that's where the referee decides to take the point. I think it's harsh.
Y no pelees con él cuando estés en el clinch. Aprovecha la oportunidad para meterle un gancho, ¿okay? O para cogerlo arriba o abajo.
Here's some of that work from Micallef.
Te tiene agarrado para meterle una buena mano con maldad, ¿ok? Pero estate vivo de pierna.
So into the second half of this fight, scheduled for 6 in the super lightweight division. Micallef in the predominantly black shorts there with that TR of top rank on his left thigh. Loli boxing out of Rome in the blue and gold, and he continues to try and come forward. He won't be bothered about losing the point in that previous round. Good combination again there from Micallef. Trying to bring Loli onto the uppercut there, Micallef. It is a punch which is on against a fighter like him. He tends to dip quite low, bring that head in quite low as he comes forward, exactly as he did there, and Micallef tried to time him and then does time him with the right hand as Loli comes forward himself, and that was a lovely shot from Micallef, really was. He was looking to walk him onto the uppercut, almost did it, and then as he did come in again, he caught him with the right. Nice short right hand. Quality stuff there from Micallef, and that's hurt Loli, you can tell, because he's not strong on his legs here. He really isn't. He's ready to go here if Micallef can just find the accuracy. The referee having a good close look. Loli trying to get hold, trying to keep that upper body moving. Micallef working on the inside. Loli maybe he's just got his wits back about him slightly there. He rolled off to the left nicely, but quick hands again there from Micallef. But that right hand did some damage. It doubles the impact when the fighter who receives it is moving forward, and that's exactly what we had there. Looking for the uppercut, he was just short with it there, Micallef. Straight right hand gets through, the uppercut again is perilously close. A long time remaining in this round, just under a minute. Short right again there from the Monegasque boxer. And Loli's being worked over here. He's trying to throw right hand off the ropes, but the left gets through from Micallef doesn't want to punch himself out in this round, but he's not the kind of fighter who really loads up on his shots. Well, he landed a left there. That'll give him some kind of encouragement. This has been a torrid round. Almost caught Loli with the left again there, Micallef. He was standing a little bit tall there, Loli. He doesn't do that very often, but the weight was in his heels and the left just kind of grazed his chin rather than hit it solidly. If it had, then I think that could have been it. There goes the bell, some blood coming from the nose maybe of Loli. The end of the nose, a bit of damage underneath the right eye as well, and that was a tough round. You can just see the discoloration below the right eye there. Maybe a little nick on the corner of the nose too.
Respira. Cerca di rilassarsi.
So into the fifth, 2 to go here, and Micallef, I'm sure, will just want to keep raising the temperature bit by bit here and see if he can get his opponent out of there. Looking for that uppercut again there. Right hand to the body. Loli's game, he continues to come forward. It's what he knows, really. And again, just a bit untidy there as he pushes off with the heel of the god, possibly on the inside there, Loli. He is an awkward fighter, and in the first round, I think Micallef struggled with him a bit. He was needing to take a look at him and try and figure out how to handle him. There is that uppercut, and he did walk him onto it that time. You could see the head just judder back there of Loli.
Step back.
Right to the body. He's taken those well, Mauro Loli. Loli, more like he did at the start of the fight, just showing us some good energy there. Got a hold of Micallef and just bundled him back into the ropes. He's actually responded from that previous round pretty well, I have to say. Got himself together. There's that single right hand. It's almost a right hand lead at times, and a good left hook there from Micallef as he moved off to his left. And I think he felt that one, Loli. The uppercut just strangled there by the forearms of Loli. He dips his head and looks to maraud forwards. Final few seconds of round 5. There goes a bell at the end of the 5th. So 1 to go here. It's our opening fight on this broadcast on ESPN Plus from the Maritim Hotel in Magdeburg. An SES show. By Steinforth. Just going through a bit of a dip at the minute. German pro boxing, not quite producing the fighters that they have done in the past, but these things do tend to go in cycles. So 6th and final round. A touch of gloves between the two. Again, just holding out that left hand, trying to measure it for the right. Loli saw that one coming, managed to stay out of the way and tried to spring an attack of his own. Left hand there from Loli. The corner enjoyed that. Loli again, just getting hold of Micallef there. The referee in the end comes in to break them. And as I said in the previous round, after the pretty horrific fourth round that he had, the Italian, I think he's rallied and responded really well actually in the fifth and sixth, because he's not looked in too much trouble at any point and actually has been quite aggressive at times. Nice combination there from Micallef on the inside. A couple of really good shots got through there, just found good distance, really dug his toes in, let his hands go, and you can see that chin just bouncing around a bit there for Loli, but he took those okay. Big extravagant step away to the left-hand side there from Micallef to open his body out for that right hand. And Loli manages to turn him and push him back onto the ropes. I'm a bit surprised that we haven't had any kind of a head clash in this fight. It's funny because Loli does bring the head in quite low, but the main danger is from rubbing on the inside rather than a solid coming together. Basically because he does dip his head when he brings it in as low as he does, it's not on the same level as Micallef's, which is probably why we haven't seen it. So heading into the final 30 seconds, it's been a good watch this. Always good to see a fighter from ringside as a pro for the first time, and that's what this has been for me with Hugo Micallef. As I said, I saw him as an amateur and was always interested by him because he was in that frankly quite bizarre setting of the Monte Carlo casino in front of royalty and assembled dignitaries, and you could tell that he had some attitude about him. What really remained to be seen was what level of ability he had about him, and I think he's shown us some decent levels there. Put his punches together well at times and was up against an opponent who's won more than he's lost. I think it was a decent bit of matching for him at this point as well. Plenty to come from Micallef, but a long way to go, 24 years old. But after breaking the hand in his previous fight as well, breaking that right hand, he threw that right hand plenty in that fight. He scored a knockdown with it, so there's no kind of trust issue there with it.
Das ist Boxen und die Boxer bekommen jetzt nochmal einen riesen Applaus. Ladies and gentlemen, die Scorekarten liegen vor. Hier ist das Ergebnis. Here are the results. Punktrichter Oliver Brien wertete diesen Kampf 59 zu 53. Oliver Brien scores this fight 59 to 53. Caroline Pütz wertete diesen Kampf 59 zu 53. Caroline Pütz scores this fight 59 to 53. Andreas Müller wertete diesen Kampf 60 zu 53. Andreas Müller scores this fight 60 to 53. The winner of this fight, der Gewinner dieses Kampfes, ladies and gentlemen, Hugo Micallef!
So Micallef gets it, but with two of the judges, he didn't get every round. A couple of the judges giving a round there to his opponent Mauro Loli, which I can only assume was the opening round, where not all that much happened. And of course there was a knockdown on the point deduction as well. So it's a wide margin there from Micallef, and he dominated proceedings emphatically from